All right, well, welcome to The Witcher No Peace Until Death, Season 4, with some oldies and newies and all goodies. What we have today is, with me today is Doc as Dryden, Ghost as Sir Carthis, and Bo as Craith. And I will read some stuff. Alright. Let me know if you can see this.
Yes.
Did not push. Oh,
Yep.
hold on. Show players and myself. Hold on, I gotta log in. Join game as temporary There we go. All right. So this is season 4, chapter 1, the year 1285, in the independent kingdom of Brugge. The last year was shit. Nilfgaard withdrew from the north for some unknown reason, retreating with their armies south of Sintra. The Black Ones left the north decimated. This includes Bruges, which is now locked into a bitter civil war. There are three claimants, splitting the small kingdom into three. Lord Valdemir von Verkus controls the western front from the Verdun border inland. He rules from the town of Bodrug. Lord Clactus Elstrick is thought to be the strongest, but locked between two enemies. He controls Central Brugge, ruling both Dillingen and Sibyl. On the eastern front is Sir Plius Luther, the Red Knight, a former sellsword. Luther has risen up from the ashes of Nilfgaard occupancy to conquer all eastern Bruges, now controlling both Casterfort and Bruges city itself. And that is where you find yourselves. You have crossed the Chalata River from Sodden and Armeria, more specifically. For Sir Carthis and Craith, they find themselves in a prisoner wagon, a cage. Craith has been bound with Dimeterium shackles, causing him pain as he is unable to reach his magical source. For the Witcher Dryden, he watches in the procession of wagons impassively. He was here to find someone. He was here to finish what he started. Alright, let me go. So this is just before we get started, really. So this is the map. And I can't see it. Can everybody see it?
No,
Or is it black? Okay, hold on.
it's black
Darkness.
because it needs tokens for
Yeah,
visibility.
I can fix that. How do I do that? Where is that? That is in basics. And okay. Gridless lighting, token vision. There is hmm, Okay, fine. I know there's a way you can do it without tokens present, but whatever at this point. Give me a sec.
It, that worked.
Yeah, well, I just threw your tokens on there. Okay, so shit. 2 seconds. Okay. Sorry. So, Bruges is towards the bottom of the map, bottom west. And you can see it to the east of Verdun, south of Brocalon, and north of Sintra. Um, so you guys are, I'm going to ping it pretty much right here. Um,
Ah, there it is.
So that is where you are. Um, Dryden, I would assume everybody kind of came in from Temeria or Sodden, but coming from this Armeria town right here on the border over to Bruges, which is here. So you have crossed over this river, the Chalata River, or Chotala River, I should say, and
Mhm.
so you're right in this area here. Okay. Any questions?
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Nope.
I uploaded so much music today. Okay. The wagons teeter back and forth as you come down the home stretch towards um, the kingdom of Bruges. Um, the Carthis and Craith, you've been in this wagon for several days. You've probably gotten to know each other at least some. There used to be two other people in your wagon, but they both have died on the way from the harsh conditions. You were picked up somewhere in the north by slavers and taken captive. Sir Carthis, you are separated from your company. I think it was the Company of the Black Knights or something like that.
Yeah.
And Endry and Enlin and everyone else. You have no idea what happened to them. Craith, a similar situation with you, those that you were traveling with and had been working as a sellsword company, got scattered and also were taken by slavers who were able to capture you with the anti-magic Dimaterium. And yeah, that's where you two are. Dryden, you're just kind of watching this as kind of maybe we're camped here as these wagons start rolling through and you're watching kind of what's happening. So let's start with Carthis and Craith, and you guys can kind of do some role play as you're locked up without any weapons or armor or anything really. And yeah.
Car-
You know, go ahead, Ghost.
yeah, Carthus leans his back against the bars. It's been days since he last saw any of his friends, any of those that he made his company with. He's sat here, stripped to just basic clothes, undone in his nightly appearance. Does not feel very heroic. Does not feel very what's the word? Not imposing, but he doesn't feel as he should. He feels out of place, out of sorts, and very much alone. And he looks out into the. Is it the evening, morning, noon? Right now?
We'll just say evening.
Yeah, he looks at the dying sun and hopes for better days to come. Looks for opportunities to one day soon perhaps get away from these men.
Craith, for his part, is slouched lowly in the wagon as it jars forth. He'd been snoozing, or at least doing what passes for napping, shutting his eyes. They feel like they're lined with sandpaper, and his mouth feels like it's coated with dust, and his lips are cracked as he kind of pries his eyes awake and glances up towards Carthus. Maybe they have had some small talk, but I assume the mood is most dour. Ah, I've seen longer faces. Well, I never have seen a longer face, Carthus, but hey, look at the bright side. He kind of looks to his left and to his right, and like the two corpses have started to stink. There's a flies buzzing around. You could be soon food for flies, riddled with larvae, squirming with maggots, but... Well, we're still alive, and I am assuming this evening is going to bring more fun, jests, japes, and jabs from these slavers. Fuck them all! I hope they fucking die. What are we going to do, Carthis?
We just have to hold firm and look for an opportunity. And he kind of talks slowly when he says this. Look for opportunities. Break free. Get away. But you know, Craith, there are some people that would look at these dead men and say they're better off than we are, but I wouldn't agree with that. When you're alive, there's always hope, you know.
Hope. Hope will have to be enough. It struggles with these Demetrium shackles that kind of smoke and sear his flesh as he struggles. And as he stops struggling, pain kind of goes away. Fuck. Well, I suppose I'm going to have to rely on your bravery and valor, Sir Craith. My powers seem to have left me.
Yes, it is excess of cruelty they perform on you for your gifts that you have.
Gifts. So say you. I say curses. Not everything is a gift, unlike this face. Oh, how I would die for a maid. For her to look upon my beautiful visage and become moist in her trousers would please me to no end, Sir Carthis. I pray to the gods, perhaps there is some vagabond, some other knight on this trail who would rescue us.
Carthis smiles, and you have a foul mouth, Craith, but you are good company.
As are you, my brave knight. Perhaps a dragon will appear. You can offer your services to slay it, and the slavers will set us free as reward.
I do not think they would be so kind. Rather, they'd let the dragon eat us.
One of the slavers catches some of the conversation and says, "Shut up back there! You're going to be conscripted into the army and you'll fight. That's all the fighting you're gonna do until you die."
Yeah! Fighting and fucking. Well, I was going to do that anyway, so release these shackles and be in this good night. I mean, I suppose he can be cajoled into coitus at some point in his life.
one of the slavers looks around and looks at you and he's like, "Did you hurt your head or something?"
No, that's the way I was born. Both cursed and gifted. Saith the wise knight here himself.
"Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it anymore." And at that point, Dryden, they kind of are getting closer, and one of them pulls up the reins of the wagon, and it stops, and kind of it jolts you two inside of it. And one of the men that are walking next to them kind of gives you a sidelong glance. And what's Dryden doing here? What has he done before when he's waiting? What's he doing here? All that sort of stuff.
So, Dryden, hearing the carts coming up, hearing the clopping of horses, the sounds of men talking in the distance, he comes out from a modest little site where he was camping. He's got a bed rolled down. There's a small place where an old fire was burnt, just some ashes, some old wood there. And he comes stepping out. He has an apple in one hand, a small paring knife where he's taking pieces of the apple off and slowly eating them as he watches these carts come up and come to a stop in front of him. And he steps out from the dust of the carts pushed up and humps on his apple, walks over to the first slaver. Good day to you, sir.
Yeah. It's
And
not a bad day, you're right.
he looks over at the carts. Now, can he see the people in the back?
Yeah, it's yeah, you can see him.
Open. Okay, so he looks over, and I am in these lands looking for someone. I'm looking for someone I have lost. Do you mind if I take a look at your cargo, see if there is anyone that I recognize? I am in search of a friend.
Won't matter much. They're bound for the city.
They're bound for the city. What is their intent in the city?
They're to be sold.
They're to be sold. And who is going to be buying these people?
Ha! The Red Knight.
The Red Knight.
Aye.
Well,
He needs men for his fighting force. We sell them indentured servants, those who are debtors. You can do a read person, but it's pretty clear he's making that crap up.
okay. I won't bother if it's pretty clear.
Yeah, it's clear that these are not just debtors that are selling their selves for the debt.
Okay. And Dryden raises an eyebrow and looks at the man. And he nods. Well, thank you for letting me take a look. He walks by one of the horses and runs a hand along the horse's hind flank and reaches around and gives the horse the rest of his apple. He wipes his hands on his shirt and walks to the side of the cart because he was given permission to look through it. Dryden is looking for someone that he hasn't seen in a long time, and he's hoping beyond all hope that one of these days he will be able to find them in situations such as these. So Dryden grabs a hold of the bars on the side of the cart and peers in to look to see who's in there.
Yeah, there's two. You see two men and two dead bodies who were men. Not the person you're looking for specifically.
And Dryden looks at one of the men and turns his head slightly askew to the side, squints his eyes, and isn't sure if he recognizes him.
Do I see the person looking in?
Oh yeah.
Because by this time, it's been how long since we've...
It's been a couple years.
A couple years, yeah.
I look at him and I'm bet you recognize that face anyway. Fate brings strange folk together. Hello again, Witcher. It's been a long time.
And Dryden looks at him, steps to the side just a little bit, shifts his weight, cocks his head the other direction. I do know you. Where do I know you from?
I believe it was a priestess of the sun. We quarreled at first, and then we worked together, though we were at odds from time to time.
And that completely jars Dryden's memory. He remembers the battle they fought together, the conflict that they fought side by side in... Oh, wait, we didn't fight together, did we? We were against each other at first.
At first, yeah. We killed your Witcher buddy.
Yeah, that's
quote
right.
unquote buddy. You guys weren't really close. You didn't really care. But
Yeah.
you guys were working together.
That's right. Said, yes. You were the warrior that killed the Witcher.
It was a bit of a collective effort, but I do believe I struck the final blow, yes.
Dryden nods and he looks around the cart. He looks over at Craith. How did you find yourself in this situation?
I can tell you right now, I wasn't in debt. That certainly didn't happen. That man's a liar, and he's a slaver.
Slavers. And Dryden raises an eyebrow. And you, sir, who are you? And looking over at Craith.
Craith Everdale at your service. I am a man of many talents. And he kind of lowers his voice, and I'd be more than willing to share them with you. For no fee, at first, if you would but, help me and your friend out of this situation.
And Dryden looks at Sir Carthis and remembers his goal of looking for his friend and thinking that Sir Carthis might be able to help him in this. Picks Craith's suggestion to heart.
As you're kind
And
of
goes back-
pondering this, the guys on the wagon wheels kind of hop up and walk over to the trees to take a piss, you assume. The guy that let you over there kind of walks back over and looks at you, Dryden, and says, "What's going on here? You've looked in. Did you find who you're looking for?"
Dryden turns to him and looks him up and down. No, I did not find who I was looking for, but I did find someone I know. And he points over to Sir Carthis. This man here needs to go with me.
Well, if you have 100 silver stags, he's all yours.
Dryden looks over at Sir Carthis. Is this how much you are in debt to him? 100 silver stags, or are you a slave?
I owe no debt, Witcher. I was knocked unconscious on the field, trying to do what I thought was right, as always. These men are slavers, as Craith said. They mean to take us and sell us.
Dryden turns back to this slaver here and says, he says he is not in debt, and that he is simply a slave. Are you lying to me?
What do you expect someone to say? He is certainly a debtor. They have. This is their pittance. This is how they will repay their debts. Given to us by the bank of. What's that Witcher bank? I can't recall. The Bank of Temeria in Oxford.
Third credit union of Milfgard.
Yeah.
I know that one.
So
My father
Dryden
used to work there.
looks at him and squints his eyes a little bit. Says, well, he is worth more to me than he is to that bank. Please let him out now.
As I said, if you have 100 silver stags, I can let him out for you. Otherwise, he will be sold at market.
And Dryden is looking around to see what the others are doing. He steps closer to the slaver. I said, let him out now.
He laughs. Well, it looks like we are going to be 100 stags more rich regardless. Take him, boys. We'll sell this one too. And you see the the ones in the back have been kind of walking up. But yeah, we can break into a little bit of a combat. Give me 1 sec here.
Oh, your friend's quite a negotiator there, Carthis.
Yeah, that is right on point for.
That is Dryden.
Carthis he looks to Craith and just says Witchers.
So you can go ahead in the combat tracker. You can roll your knit. Just hit the.
Yeah, where am I? There we are. Did I really get that low? That's weird.
You're it's not that good. You have King 1 though. Unfortunately, you can't see the initiative rolls. Ghost win for you.
Oh
Just
yeah.
Yeah, just in the
Should.
combat tracker, hit the D20 there. There you go. All right. So Slaver 6. Slaver 6. Spends. Let's see. Hold on one sec. All right, let's do this. Stop that. Start that. Okay.
I mean, Dryden's not a real fan of slavers anyhow, so he was bound to do this.
Oh god. Okay, hold on. These guys have weapons.
None of them have weapons on them. That's going to make this easy.
Oh yeah,
That's it. Hold on, I'll fix it.
they weren't expecting you.
That makes us look like shit because we just got knocked out by a bunch of dudes with no weapons.
Or they might have been. You might have been sold to them from someone else.
Fucking 8 dudes showed up with rocks and knocked me unconscious. And then threw him at Craith and then threw him in the back of the cage.
Yep.
Understand why these guys are like this. Fix it. Okay. Alright. He's holding a spear. So he is going to move. 1, 2, 3. He's just going to move 3. Get kind of into position-ish. Who's this guy? 3. Boom. Slaver 8. Yeah, he is going to charge right at Dryden. Die, Witcher scum! He says. Let's see, does he have a weapon on him? He does not. Boy, now he does. Alright, so he's gonna attack.
It keeps telling me I lack permission to update item.
I don't know what that is.
I'm not even touching anything.
I don't know.
Okay.
He's gonna stab at you. So charge. Let's see, charge. Come on, Debbie. Charge. Okay. 1 hardship. 5 hexes. Hardships, double weapon damage. It's okay. Alright. So stabs. Hardship. Alright. So BSV of 8. So you can, if he hits you with 8 against you, so if we look at your combat, your injury level is 10, it will not hurt you. So he stabs you, but it doesn't like get through your armor. I'm guessing you have like lamellar, so it just kind of like hits one of the plates.
Deflects off.
That's his turn. So he's got some negatives now. but just remember he's got negatives to his defense. Okay, he's done. I did. So Slaver 2 is taking a piss. He's got he grabs his spear because it was laying down. Actually, he doesn't have it. It's on the cart. So he walks over here to get his weapon. So that's 1 for him. Oops. Who's next? Slaver 3. This guy hops off the cart. 2, 3, 4, 5. Moves over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Craith.
Can I kind of wiggle my way to here? And,
you can move. It's only your hands are bound.
Yeah. So I'm like here, and then like if I have to use a roll or anything to try it, if he gets close to this to this thing, I'm gonna try to get my shackles over his head, and garrot him.
Hand to hand.
Nice.
He's unaware, so yeah, we'll see.
Hand to hand.
Yep.
All right, so I hit combat. I haven't used this.
You won't have anything in combat, so just do a skill check. For
skills. All right. All right.
So it's under attributes and skills. Scroll down to where it says hand to hand.
Yep. I see it. It's under
strength.
Strength. Okay. Just scroll the icon, I guess.
21 is pretty good. That's real good for not explosion. So
I didn't give myself any bonuses either.
No,
was I supposed to?
Huh? No, you wouldn't give yourself a
Okay.
bonus. So he's gonna. We'll see. I'm gonna do a perception skill check for him with 1 hardship. Oh my god. Yeah, you go out to grab him and he like turns around. Or actually, I'm just gonna give him the ability to dodge now. So maybe you'll still get him. But he sees you. No. You wrap it around his neck, and then next turn you can start squeezing. So he's technically grappled. Okay.
So you got your Harm Master broke. He's groped.
He's groped. He is officially groped. So that would be 3 AP for me, we'll say. I'll tick that up. Dryden, you're up.
Dryden seeing the man in the cage put his hands through, grab this guy here, and grapple him with his shackles, knowing that he doesn't have to worry about him anymore. In one fell swoop, pulls his Witcher sword from his back and slices it right across the guy he was talking to.
You have fast draw, so you can do that. So just target him and swing with whatever weapon you want.
I dare say, dear Witcher, already making myself useful. I'll finish off these assholes so we can go.
How do I target again? Sorry.
So click on your guy, then hover over who you want to target and hit T.
Oh, okay.
And then go to your combat tab and click your Witcher sword melee slashing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this guy tried to dodge too, so that's the 8.
Any modifiers, anything like that?
Or just no, everything would be worked in that you need. Okay. So, oh my god. Okay, he'll try to dodge, sure.
Hey, you guys think he's gonna be okay?
I don't think
he'll be in the next episode.
That's a pretty good dodge, but so it's 20. So go ahead and click on under where it says damage 4/ for you, Doc. You'll click that. Do you click that? And it
I'm
brings
sorry,
up-
where?
So in the chat dialogue,
Uh-huh.
you see where it says damage 4 / under your roll? Under the
Damage
blue?
4 / Oh, under the blue. Oh, okay, yeah, I
Yeah, you
see it.
see the
Okay.
little scroll? Click
Yep,
that,
yep.
it'll bring up a little dialogue box. Put 20 in BSV and then click off.
Okay, 20 in
Yeah.
BSV.
Yep. And then click on the die there. I don't know what you've done.
I-
4 minus 12? I don't know. Protection.
That's what came up. I don't know.
Odds negative 12. I don't know. He's dead anyway. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay. How's it look as you kill that guy?
So yeah, I see the other guy get grappled and the shackles around his throat, and Dryden just immediately, just in one smooth motion, grabs the sword off of him and brings it across the other guy, across his torso, diagonally, basically from shoulder to hip, and opens him up, and he just falls backward.
I don't understand what that protection thing is about. Okay. All right. So that's 3 AP for you. Carthis, what do you want to do?
There's nobody to try to grab for.
The gate
I'm
would be
trying-
like right here on the end.
It's locked closed, right? But is it
It
look
is
rickety
locked,
at all?
yeah.
How sturdy does it look?
Not that sturdy. You think
I-
maybe if you really gave it, you could maybe pop it open?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw myself into the and try to shoulder check the door. So
Okay.
I'll run at it and slam into it.
Okay. Give me athletics. Hard.
Carthis Van hard. There you go. Difficulty hard. Go.
Yeah, you pop it open. Knock it open pretty good actually. Just like the latch just creaks and cracks open and the door flies open. Let's see. We'll do that for 2 AP. Yep. Alright, Slaver's turn. Yeah, these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, they are going for Dryden. What in the hell is going on? This guy's like multiplying. Look at this. What's happening here?
I don't know.
Okay,
I can't
hold on.
see
I'm
that.
gonna reboot, like restart my screen here.
Well, your slavers splitting and multiplying.
Yes, I like moved it.
Oh,
and it
mine,
was
mine,
like-
are, mine are fine.
yeah,
if I just
I don't know
refresh
what
it.
I don't know what it was. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, I think that's him, right? Yeah.
That is
Okay.
5, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He moves over there. Slaver 1 is over here. Peen. He picks up his spear for 2 AP. So that's him. Slaver 4 hops down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He comes down as well. That's 5 to move over there. Slaver 2 is this guy who moved over to get his weapon, and he'll get it now. And Carthis is up again after knocking in the door open.
Alright, these guys are all right here, yeah. In traditional Carthis fashion, I'm going to throw myself into the mob and try to just tie at least one of these guys up to give Dryden some space. So I'll rush in and just try to swing. I'm not tied up, right?
No, you're not.
Like
at
my
all.
hands are free. Okay. I'm gonna just go in swinging, basically. If I can do like a lunge or something, like coming down off the door.
Acrobatics.
Technically, you should move 2 first. You're just out of range to do a lunge.
That's all good. I will. There's no weapon or anything leaned up against this cart, right? Nobody was fucking around next to the back end of the cart and left something they shouldn't have. A spear or nothing like that.
You roll a d10. On a 10, sure. No.
Yeah, I'll jump down here and square up on this guy.
Okay, so that's 2 AP. Slaver 1, now with his weapon, 1, 2, 3, kind of comes down on Dryden, can't do anything yet. 6, sees Carthis, he is going to do a lunge attack, so he comes and he's going to try to stab Carthis. So what I need to do for you, Carthis, real quick is, yeah, I need to remove some of your armor. Let's see. Okay. Okay, there we go. Easy enough to pull back later. Okay, so he's coming to attack you. Alright, so this guy, combat spear, adaptable. 2 hands, tries to stab you, so -3 for lunge. There we go. So he rolled a 34. Your base defense is 10, so that's a 24. Would you like to try to dodge? Dodge is
0.
not great.
Yep.
But you might be able to get better than a 10. I don't know. But it costs 1 AP as well.
I think it would be. I mean, if we go by it, it's just, 10 is my average would be anyway.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I don't think I'm gonna get much better. I'll just eat shit.
Alright, so let me do this. Yeah. Okay. Pierce. Two-handed BSV was 24. Alright, 28 damage. Let's see what that does to you. You take a wound, you need to make a falter roll. So make a resilience roll. Or not resilience, I'm sorry, stamina. Yeah, you are fine. But you do take a wound. Let me make sure it was set. So one thing I want to see is if the wound... Yeah, so it's a moderate torso wound. We don't know what the effect is yet, so he stabs you in the side as he comes in. Fucking wasting money, he says. Slaver 2 is on the other side, so he's got to go all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He runs, so he does run. That's 4 AP for him. Craith. So now, if you just do another hand-to-hand, you can try to squeeze the life out of him.
That's what I will do. Is there a equivalent of like a reckless attack here in this one that lowers my defense?
So, okay, so grappling.
Yeah.
You can consider grappling offensive, maybe let go of grapple off the grapple. Offensive attack that targets you, so requires a skill check, 1 level to one set. Yeah, you can do a reckless attack. So you get 3 benefits if you do that, plus a level 2 bonus set. As long as a hand-to-hand or short grade, if any other skill is used. Yeah.
Difficulty and not so just 3 benefits then.
Yeah, just three benefits plus a level 2 bonus set, which is for you. Hold on. 2 bonus set on this. It is PL2. So an additional benefit. So 4 benefits
4.
and plus 3 in your mod.
Oh baby, here we go. I'm gonna
Choke the shit out of him.
choke him. Choking the chicken.
Okay.
Untrained, but a 23 is pretty good. So, second. Amazingly enough, I've barely ever used these rules. So, okay, defensive grappler may use any defensive action. Is successful. Defense grapple action is success. Okay, so yeah, so he's gonna try to dodge. That's this guy, right? Yep. So
How does he dodge a chokehold?
I mean, it's like just getting, like putting his hands in the
Breaking
way.
away.
Yeah, okay.
Let me see. Defense may use the grapple action. I'm gonna say he has to use hand to hand though, which is actually probably better for him, but no. So that's what, 6, 9 damage. So let's see, what would 9 damage do? 9 damage.
So you're still like using the action of economy. I'm still draining his AP by making him do that, right?
Yes, that is 1 AP for him. Yes.
Okay.
That's 3 for you, but 1 for
Right.
him. So he needs to. It might kill him for all I know. So no, that is not enough to actually hurt him, but it will. So that is Slaver 8, right? So Slaver 8, 1 AP, 3 AP. Yeah, he just gets his hands in there just in time to kind of keep you from really sinking it in.
Yeah, I just keep struggling, at least trying to tie him up a little bit,
Yeah, Dryden, you're up.
Okay, Dryden, after slicing the other guy, sees the other two coming onto him right there, and uses an Ard sign against 2 of them.
Okay. So what you'll do is go ahead and go to your magic, go to Ard, click the scroll there for Ard, and I think it should just be normal roll. It's a power, so.
Okay. I can only target one of them at a time.
You don't
though,
need to
right?
target anybody, really.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Okay, so Ard.
It should automatically roll. Okay, so 1 explosion, focus 2, you're good. So 31. So this is, which ones did you try to push? That one. And
This one here, and this one here.
Cool. So I'm just gonna make 1 roll for both because I'm lazy. The resistance on Ard is. Okay, so must be like a throne thing. Okay, hold on. That one is. Okay. That's falling. Acrobatics. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, 15. So, let me see here. What does Ard say? Potency is move an object, character 2 hexes, target suffering rank 2 falling hazard. So that's roll.
So they go prone.
Yeah, they'll go prone, but this is the damage they're gonna take. So, how does this work? 2, so 4d6, 4d10, keep 2. That's not much damage. Plus the 15. Okay. 28 damage. So yeah, it throws them back 2. So this guy goes smashing into this tree, slumps over. This guy goes flying over, and they just both, you can just tell their naps, just they break their back and neck as they go flying back and slam into these. Yeah, they both die.
Nice.
5 dead. Alright. Okay, so that's casting spells 3, so Sir Carthis, you're up again after being stabbed.
Is there anything for trying to take this guy's spear from him? Not the one who just stabbed me, but the other one.
There's disarm. So disarm.
Yeah. I want to try to disarm him, like get his spear away from him. And
Yeah, offensive disarm is what it is. Okay, it's AP 4, called shot. This counts in addition to 1/8. So 2 hardships. You just have to basically beat his defense. So it's going to be 2 hardships with a hand-to-hand roll. You could spend fate to give yourself extra benefits or whatever.
It is untrained, so it means it doesn't explode, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll spend a fate.
Okay.
I'll spend
so give yourself
fate
an extra
to...
benefit. And 2 hardships. He just kind of moves the haft of the spear away. That's 4. Okay, Slaver 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes over and looks at Craith through the bars. Right, Slaver 4. That's the one you just tried to take that spear away from. He's going to try to attack you. Plus you have a hardship from the wound that you took. What's up? Okay.
Yep.
This guy. Beers. Okay. So he stabs you out with a spear. Okay, so 38, BSV of 28 currently, so you're going to take 28 damage.
I'm going to eat it. I can't, there's no, it could be so much worse if I fail the dodge roll.
31, but yeah. Okay,
it could be so much worse.
Small location got you in the leg. Please make another falter roll. This is stamina. Yeah, you fall down and basically you're on the ground, kind of immobile for. You have 2 wounds, 10 AP.
Oh.
So I'm going to add 10 AP to you. That sucks. You just stab you in the leg, and it goes right through your quad, out the back of your hamstring. That's 3 for that guy. Slaver 6, seeing you're down, goes for Dryden. Moves 4. Craith.
What's the one up and left of me? What number was he? This guy?
I think he's 6. Let's see. I'll put it in so we can see.
He's 3.
He's 3.
Slaver 3, so he's not going to go for a minute. Yeah, Dryden can handle himself. How dead are these people?
Very dead.
Very dead. I can just
24 hours dead.
Oh, okay. He's gonna distance himself. You know, he sees the Witcher handling himself and kind of lets go of this guy and starts going backwards because this guy can't reach him because he got the thing in between him. So he starts heading back towards Carthis.
Looks like
Where's the like closest dead body?
right where you
With
are.
that might have a key, like a guard or slaver.
They're all over by Dryden, all the dead ones.
Okay. Oh yeah,
You
I was
could
just
try
start
to
heading
slip
that
your
way.
hands out of the shackles if you want.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Acrobatics are desperate.
I'm desperate.
You can spend a fate point for an extra benefit. Those come back when you spend them.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. At least I got a rank in it. So I just get one benefit.
Yeah, one benefit.
And difficulty is desperate.
Nope.
No.
Man, you must have rolled like shit.
Yeah.
You did. 6, 3, 5, 4. Yeah, you just try to. I'll make that. You moved once. I'd say it's 3 AP. Yeah, you try to get it out. You just can't. You've tried this before, but you're like, oh man, I gotta rip these out now. And seeing Carthis get downed. Dryden, what do you do?
So seeing the dust from his Ard sign, when he pushed those two away, the dust just starts to settle, and he sees Wraith slip the shackles off from over the head of this guy in front of him.
Oh, you mean, I see what you mean, yeah.
Slip the shackles off from his head, in front of him, and just immediately, again in one motion, turns and brings his sword on him.
Okay. He'll dodge. Actually, I'll try to parry. Okay. So 3. So go ahead and go ahead and roll your damage. So click on the slash up there. Then
Okay.
put 3 in BSB. Make sure you click off of that, and then after you put it in, put 3 in, then click off. and
Oh, that's what I didn't do last time. I didn't
then,
click off of it.
Yeah. What is this protection thing? Hold on.
I don't know. I
This is
clicked off of
annoying.
it.
I don't know what's happening with that. Why is there a protection mod? Padded armor. There's something going on. Hold on. Why these things are fucked up?
Is the issue with the module thing?
No, it's an issue with how the character was built. Anyway, okay, so look at him again real quick here. Okay, so he has no pattern armor now. That's
Do you want me to do it again, or?
no. We can handle it. We can figure it out manually. Okay. So just take that out. So so plus 12. That's going to be a 7 damage. I don't think it's enough to hurt him. 4 plus 3 minus something. So 7. What's his actual defense? It's a pure 7. Okay, yeah, it doesn't hurt him. He's able to kind of deflect it with a spear for the most part. So that's 3 AP for you. I'll add that. Alright, Slaver 8. Right in front of you, who will attack back. Tries to stab you. Two-handing the spear. Pierce. Okay, so we're at 9 BSV. He's going to be able to injure you if you don't do anything, because he's...
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge.
Dodge. Or you can parry. Parry might be better for you, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'll
go
parry.
to combat and click on Witcher Sword Parry.
Combat, Witchered Sword,
That's under
parry.
defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, deflect it. How does it look as you deflect it?
Yeah, so I was, crowded by the wagon there, so my hit didn't land. And then when he swings back at me, I just push it off to the side. So his weapon just slams against the side of the wagon as well.
And
Between
I
that-
added an
between
AP
that, like,
for
rock.
you for a parry.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, getting stuck between that rock and the wagon, we're kind of getting crowded right there, and it's
Yeah.
it's affecting our combat.
The guy behind you lunge attacks, and you're going to be at -3 on your defenses for being surrounded. This guy also does that. I don't understand what happened. I don't know if I made these guys or James did. Okay. Okay, so he should have -3 because he lunged. Okay, he missed just from your base defense. You don't have to do anything. So yeah, he just comes out and he's like scared of attacking a Witcher or something and just totally botches his attack and misses without even turning around. Slaver 4 looks over Carthis, but knows that he is no threat currently. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's trying to get up there. They don't even really seem to know what's going on with Craith, except this guy, who is strangled. And he actually comes back around to try to get him. He gets there for 4 AP. I'm gonna get you, boy. And you are up.
And not if I get you first. And what I want to do is do a... Tell me if I can do this, or if it's too much razzle-dazzle.
You can probably do it.
I don't think it is. So he's shackled, but he has his hands. He wants to, like, kind of jump and, like, grab onto this bar and swing forward and do a lunge attack. And use acrobatics to attack him.
Sure.
Swing into him rather than hand to
Make an
hand.
acrobatics skill check with your lunge at a -3.
Right. Go big or go home.
So that's. Oh, you know what that guy just did? Who is this guy? This guy was 2. He should have been.
So he gets, what'd you say?
-3 on your attack for a lunge attack, and it's a 4 AP move.
Okay, so just mod -4.
Yeah, you're doing you're doing acrobatics. Yeah, that's
Acrobatics,
Yep.
so mod -4, and,
Why would it be
Oh.
-4? Just -3.
oh, I thought you said -4.
No, -3.
Oh, by the way, from the last thing, did you use that point or whatever? Was it a... the one...
Your fate point.
Yeah.
You spent.
Did you
can
do that on my
another
sheet?
one. You have plenty.
Do I need to do... Yeah, I want to do another one of those then,
Yeah,
and that'll
just
give me a
yourself
benefit. All right, then I'll roll then.
23. We'll try to dodge.
Blast it.
Hits him.
Ooh.
So he takes, he takes 12 damage. So let's see. That would have hit, so 23. Hold on. Let me look at the hit location chart.
Does he end in that hex that for that attack?
Who, you?
Yeah.
You are right in front of him.
Yeah. Okay.
23. Is this in the window? 23. Oh, there it is. So 23, rightmost digit, that's torso, okay. So his padded armor is against bludgeon 8. So that's 12, 4 damage, not enough to hurt him. Just oof.
Crashes into him and swings back, not doing much, and unfortunately lands right in front of him.
So it's 4 AP for you. 1 for him. Okay, Slaver 6. He steps here. Tries to attack Dryden. You're at -6 to all your defenses. Spear Pierce.
We need Carthis to be able to stab somebody in the back.
Oh, he can't hit you. He misses. BSV is 5. Oh no.
In about a calendar year, Craith.
Yeah, it just deflects off your
Yeah.
armor again for that guy.
I'm liking my armor.
Well, you should like your base defense. That's what's doing it, really.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 attacks you again.
Just ard those fools away.
And he. Combat.
Yeah, I didn't want to ard him before because I didn't want him pulling your arms out of your socket.
Just rip his head off, probably. Here we go. And that one is a 10. So that would give you an injury if he hits.
Okay,
So you
I
can
will
dodge or parry.
I'll parry that one.
As long as it gets over, like, I'm sure he will. So that's
There it is.
defenses. With your sword parry. You just
With
click
your
it.
sword. Parry. It's not letting me now. It's giving me error messages.
It's,
Wizard sword. Parry. Yeah, it's
just click off of whoever you're clicked
Oh,
off.
I have to select a target to parry.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
Slaver 8.
That's what was doing it. Okay.
Yeah. Buried. Alright, so let me, that guy goes at 3, you go up 1, and you are not up now. So Slaver 2, even that's even with the -6, you easily parried with a 51. So yeah, you knock the haft of his spear away while the other guy behind you tries to stab you. I'm going to use a reckless attack. 4 AP. Reckless attack time. Okay. Reckless attack, 3 benefits.
Oof.
So that's a 60. So
Oh no, it's not
you're probably
not
gonna
looking
want
good for the
to.
boys.
You're probably gonna want to try to parry it.
Yeah, definitely gonna try and parry that one.
So 41. No, you clicked the wrong thing. You clicked the. Is that the. You attacked instead of parry.
Did
Looks
I?
like. Yeah.
Let's
Because you
see.
targeted. Right?
Witcher
So.
sword, melee, P. P for parry, right?
No. P is for pierce. Defenses. Under
Oh.
defenses. There's a Witcher sword parry.
Under defenses, there's a wicked sword.
Scroll
parry.
down.
Oh, okay. Yep, I got it. There we go. There we go.
So it's 10 plus 6 because of your being outnumbered. Actually, yeah, 6. So let's see. So 50. So 10, 16. Let's see how much damage he actually does. Oh, hit you in the head. So there's no. So here we go. Oh, I gave it to the wrong guy. Come on. I gave it to the guy that attacked you. There we go. So now you need to make a falter roll. Roll stamina.
Okay. And that's where?
Under endurance.
Endurance. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, so you're still up. Okay. So you're up, Dryden.
Dryden, he takes a hit from the guy behind him, which catches his attention, and
Hits you in the back
turns.
of the head. Basically.
Yeah, hits me in the back of the head, which obviously catches his attention. So he turns and uses an Ard sign.
Just on him,
It's going to be
you could hit them both. They're both in.
yeah, this one and this one here.
Yep. So just go over and do your magic and roll it. I'll roll acrobatics while I'm waiting. Yeah. 7 damage. That's 7 right there. So knock back 2. 1, 2. Actually, 1, 2. 1, 2. 7 damage plus. You take roll 4d10. Keep 2. Take this as well. So that is going to kill them both as they go flying and smashing into the rocks and the trees.
Yeah, Dryden didn't like getting hit in the back of the head like that.
Oof! Just go flying. So that's 3 AP. Slaver 4. They kind of. Oh! Run. 1, 2. He just takes off this way. That guy's running. Slaver 8 is too close to engaged to do so. So I'm just gonna. So he is going to reckless attack you because he doesn't have much choice. He doesn't feel. So he's going to attack. Reckless attack, 3 benefits. 72. Holy shit. 28
70.
and 26.
2.
So you're going to want to parry, probably.
Yeah, so I will definitely parry.
You could also spend a fate point, which will give you an extra benefit.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll spend a fate point to do that.
Okay, just add a benefit in there. Okay, 33. Man, not a good roll at all. 72 minus 33.
He's been fighting a crowd.
Yeah, 39 plus the damage, so. Hit your right arm. Go ahead and make me a falter roll.
And where's that again? I'm sorry. That's
Stamina.
That's right, stamina.
You can also spend a fate point on this as well. If you
I'm
so.
definitely going to spend a fate point on this one as well. Oof.
Oh, the hardships. Oh man. Yeah, you actually go unconscious. He stabs you through kind of like the armpit area, and you like topple over, bleeding out from your wound on your armpit. Craith, you're up.
I want to hold my actions until he tries to attack me.
Yeah, you can. You can delay.
And I'm gonna delay, and any bonuses I can accrue.
Well, what are you gonna do when he tries to attack you?
I'm gonna try to get him to attack me and cut through my shackles. Is that enough?
He's got a spear. How's he gonna do that?
We'll have to get around him and get Carthis' weapon.
Carthis doesn't have a weapon.
Oh, he doesn't have a weapon either, does he?
There's spears all over around Dryden.
Yeah. I guess I gotta try to get away, so I'm gonna head that direction. Post haste.
Okay,
Is there a way to get around this
dude? Attack of opportunity as you move away.
Alright. Let's go.
So, show me where you're gonna move.
Here. That's my way out.
And then you're gonna move
yeah.
down. Okay, so stop right there.
Yep.
Let's just move back here so I can attack. Okay, so he gets an opportunity attack. He takes it. It's 3 AP for him. And Slaver 3. Okay. Alright, so it's base defense only. So let's see how good that is for you. Spear, Pierce. Alright, here we go. You guys are getting killed by minions, man. 36. So you're taking 22 damage. There's no recourse. You have to take it. So 22. 18. You don't have an armor on. So it's actually 27. Let me look at you. You have 21, so that's going to be a wound. Let me just do this again. I'll just do it. So, okay, make a falter roll.
Under combat.
It's under resilient, or just make a stamina roll. That's all you gotta do. Falter rolls might be on there. Oh, there is one at the very bottom of combat.
Oh, it's just stamina. Is that what it is? You said?
Yeah, it's just stamina. You gotta beat a 25.
I got 3 ranks in that somehow. I got a wound though.
Yeah. No.
Nope. Go down.
Okay.
Let's campaign. Let's campaign.
Give me 5 minutes. Go. Get a drink.
I technically can come back into this,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. I think it's. Okay, how about this? Okay, so you tried to move. You moved 3. You were going to. You got knocked out. Dryden is out. He's out for 10 AP. Just let's see where this ends up. Craith has got 1 wound or 2 wounds? 1 wound, right?
1 wound.
He's down for 5 AP. 17. Okay, yeah, so they just take a few minutes to figure out what's going on. Like this guy moves over here and they're talking. I just put them at like 19 AP. So Sir Carthis, you start waking up. What do? You see that Craith is laying down behind, like next to you. They're you know, you can't see on the other side. You hear him talking. You don't hear anybody else.
There was no opportunity for me when that guy was walking by, right? Nothing for me to do.
It could be. What do you want to do? As he's walking up.
Does he have any other weapons on him? Dagger, anything?
He has a dagger, yeah. In his belt.
Will you allow me to fast draw his dagger and fucking stab him with it?
You can fast draw and get it. You're on the ground. You got to grab it though. I would say you got to make at least a challenging hand-to-hand or acrobatics. Either one.
I'll do it. I can do it hand-to-hand.
You can spend a fate point to make it trained.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Okay.
make it trained. How would I reflect that? Would I just roll something else?
Just
that has
roll it,
2?
and if you roll a 10, we'll let you just roll a d10 again.
Okay.
So just roll hand to hand and see what you roll.
Challenging.
Yeah.
And oh my fucking god. What a miserable day this has been.
Yeah, you try to grab it. He turns around and just kicks you square in the face, and you fall unconscious.
Alright, good session, everybody.
Take 5 minutes.
I gotta take a leak anyway. Be right back.
I don't think I was expecting.
I wasn't expecting it. I can tell you that.
Well, I mean that all because of that one guy rolled a 72.
Yeah. Reckless attack.
72. One lucky hit.
To make Craith's. Let's see, how do I do that?
But I took out like 5 guys before taking that wound.
Apply effects on all your wounds. Roll wound. Torso effects does not exist. I'm ready to keep going whenever you guys are.
Come here.
Yeah, I think Bo went to...
Dryden's back is hurting from
Yeah.
carrying these two other guys.
The other guys that had no weapons.
The dudes who have been starving to death in a cart for like 4 days. Yeah. Good work, buddy.
Man, I thought the minions would go down pretty easy, I guess.
Well, they would have. That guy got one good hit
I
in.
can't
That was
do shit without my armor. It just is what it is. I didn't want to do this. This is what Carthis would do. Like, if it's me in the back of the cart, I sit there and wait. This is Carthis. Carthis doesn't wait.
How'd you do? Good job, buddy. Thanks.
Yeah. I go in. Me, I sit. Carthis, he goes. It is what it is.
trying to be the butcher of Brugge.
I was considering to
butchered in
continue.
Brugge instead.
I was considering to continue to try to push you with my shackle breaking idea, saying they do it in the movies.
Can he cut the shackles with his spear?
No, they do it in the movies, man. I was going to say, isn't there like something you can spend that doesn't come back?
Yeah, you can burn a fate point. That
I
would
did
be
that.
very good for a magic user.
No, would not.
Alright.
I couldn't do shit without magic or a weapon.
What happened?
We wake up and we're like, Gandalf!
It was a dream.
Gandalf!
It was a dream, yeah.
We're all sleeping together in the same bed.
Yeah,
Gandalf!
you're piled up in the bed.
Mary!
We do.
Pippin! Sam!
Your eyes flicker open. The pain assaults your body. Unlike this room exactly, there are multiple beds, and it's not quite as homey. You are seated or laying there with bandages over your wounds, and you look over and you see, the others. Somebody coughs and wakes everybody up or something, and you see no other person in the room besides the other two of you, and with your bloody bandages. You can roleplay amongst yourself as you come to.
Yeah, Craith rolls over and very loudly breaks wind and wakes everybody up. I've been fucking skewered and put on a roast. Holy fucking Christ.
Dryden reaches over and grabs the bandage, touches it under his arm, near his armpit area, and he winces with pain and grimaces when he touches it and looks around the room confused. Do you know how we got here? Does anyone know how we got here? Where are we?
As for where we're at, I haven't a clue. As for how we got here, I have but a fuzzy memory. And you, Witcher, were a part of that. And your silver tongue turned out to be anything. He sits up, holds his ribs. Anything but. I
And as soon as
suggest
he
you
says
work on your
silver,
negotiation skills.
as soon as he says silver tongue, Dryden immediately opens his eyes wide and looks around the room for his swords.
Not there. No. No weapons or armor there.
Do I have my little shackles on?
No.
Yeah, Carthis, he looks around. He leans up. Is there anything around the room that heraldry symbol?
There is
anything
there
like
is
that?
heraldry. This one right there, which this is actually the Brugge heraldry that I got ChatGPT to make for me. You can do a lore skill check to see if you know what it is, even though I just said what it was.
Sure.
Challenging.
Oh yes, my untrained.
You wouldn't have those 2 wound hardships though, but so that it would still be a failure. But yeah. Those hardships from you guys. We have actual wounds, which is not working for some reason. That's a problem with the module, but okay. Yeah, you're not sure. You do see that there is that banner right there in front of you, but
Dryden tries to sit up and stand up out of the bed.
I mean, you do with some great difficulty, lots of pain. The door actually opens about that time, and a lady walks through, and she goes, "Oh, please lay back down. You're going to rip your stitches."
And Dryden again, he puts his hand on his bandages and looks over at her. Stitches. What happened? How did we get here?
There was someone saw the fighting and came and alerted my master, and he sent a force out to see what was happening. And he found an injured witcher and 2 men, and the others in the other cart explained what happened. The men that attacked you, they've been taken to the dungeons, I believe.
Where are my swords? Where is my armor? Where are my belongings?
They're kept safe.
Bring them to me now, girl.
I cannot do that. I am simply a healer. I'm simply here to help you with your wounds. Please sit back down. I'm sure the master will want to talk to you once you're better.
And Dryden sits down in pain.
Please, sit down, Master Witcher. And I think we should tell the healing lady that, a pitcher of wine would go to great lengths with ailing our pain. If you could fetch that, I would be very gracious.
Yes, I think that you could drink that could help. She walks over to Dryden and she looks almost like she's asking for permission to check his bandages.
And Dryden looks her up and down, and he doesn't say no. He just looks off, out the distance, out the window, and lets her do whatever she's doing.
Yeah, she. Oh, this is. Okay, it's not split. Please lay back down. There's several. You need to rest. And she scurries back out of the room.
Well, We're not wholly under the care of some crazed demon. She seemed mostly harmless, and she responded well to my suggestion for wine. So I like her immediately, but I still haven't a clue where we're at.
And, Dryden looks you both over, and he looks over to Carthis. It has been a long time since we have fought side by side like this. It is not how I intended for this to end up, but at least we draw breath into our lungs.
And perhaps the next struggle that we engage in together will go a little bit better than the last one.
Yes, well, for our sakes, I hope it does. And he again just puts a hand on his wound when he says that, winces.
The door opens again after a few minutes, and it is not the healer that was there. It's another person that walks in. She looks quite a beautiful lady, but the thing that strikes you the most is one eye is purple, and the other is like a amber color. She walks into the center of the room and looks at each of you and says, "I am Lady Silver, is what I am called. It appears that you have run afoul of ne'er-do-wells in Bruges, and for that I apologize."
Are you responsible for us being here now?
I am not responsible. I am a servant of Sir the Red Knight. I am here to get you on your feet quicker than what a healer could do. You are a witcher, are you not?
I'm a witcher. And then he turns to Craith and Sir Carthis. The Red Knight, were you not to be sold to him?
It would appear we ended up in his clutches regardless.
Though perhaps not as bound and shackled as before. It's certainly an upgrade, Knight.
Yes. We understand what was happening. You see, my master does purchase indentured servants who are debtors. Sometimes the slavers, well, they bring those that are not debtors. We typically find this out rather quickly, but the slavers do not know, and unfortunately sometimes bring us the innocent, those that do not have a debt to serve.
Well, then, what is your intention with us? If we are not in debt, if these men do not owe you anything, they do not belong to your Red Knight. What is his intention with these men here?
I will heal you, and you will be free to go on your way. I would ask, however, what you are doing here.
And what time of day is it?
You are unsure. There's light coming through the window, but you don't know. You just know you have to piss, and you're hungry, and in a lot of pain.
Dryden looks out the window, or through the cracks of the window, wherever the light's coming from, and he looks back over at Lady Silver. You bring food for us. You bring sustenance. Bring me my armor, my swords. I need them by my side. Bring them to me, and I'll tell you what I am doing here. But not before.
She walks over to you, Dryden, and says, "Would you permit me to heal your wounds?"
Dryden looks at her suspiciously for a moment, and then He turns his side towards her, his wounded side, and raises his arm slightly as much as he can before the pain becomes too much, as of an invitation to the wound.
She walks over and doesn't bother with the bandage or anything. She just raises her hand and places it on the wound. And Alduk Malthen, Dusen Aben. And you feel this intense heat over the wound, and slowly you feel where you were injured kind of knit together as your flesh. It almost hurts, but then quickly feels like you feel this, rush of relief as your wounds are healed.
And
She appears to be some sort of magic user, obviously.
Dryden, feeling the pain at first, winces from the heat. And then once the heat subsides and he no longer feels the pain from the wound, he understands what she was doing and cautiously pulls at the bandage to look underneath.
Yeah, there's no scar, there's dry blood, but yeah, it seems to all have healed perfectly as if you were never injured at all.
And he pulls the bandage off and he drops it to the wooden floor. And he looks at her. I'm appreciative. Now go get me my things, witch.
She chuckles and looks to Sir Carthis and asks, "May I serve you?"
Certainly.
She does the same for you, Sir Carthis, and you feel, the same sensation as Dryden did.
I thank you, and I would make the same request as the Witcher, though a bit more kindly, if I could have my things returned to me. I believe the slavers took them.
I do not know that we have your things, but you will be reimbursed if those things cannot be found. She gives a bow and she says, "Worry not about the Witcher. I am familiar with their kind."
Aren't we all?
She looks at Craith and she says, "I will heal you now, if it is what you desire."
Of course, my lady. I would like nothing more.
Yeah, she goes about the whole same routine, healing your wound and stepping back. You see, she looks visibly tired, and she bows her head and she says, "A servant will come fetch you in a moment to take you to your things and beyond."
Yes, well, let us speak to your master as soon as we can.
She gives a faint smile and opens the door and leaves.
Wraith kind of turns to Dryden and he just says, "Okay, listen. I give you the benefit of the doubt. The first impression, it was a jibe when I made fun of your lack of negotiation skills, but the pattern I see here, it bodes poorly indeed, my friend. I think it would be better if you do not speak."
Well, if I want to get my things, I must speak and ask for them. Do I not?
You must, yes, indeed, but kindly so, and with eloquence befitting a lady of such stature.
Craith, he is a Witcher. It is beyond him. It is not meant to come across as insult. He is just terse, straightforward. Is that not so, Dryden?
As I said, if I want it, I must ask. And that is exactly what I did.
I suppose the tales about a witcher's work and coin and gold, they are true, and they are a simple but a gifted people, witchers. Yes, indeed. But she touches the source deeply. One can tell. Did you not see how drained she was after caring for us?
I admit I am not that familiar with magic. Up close. Well, not in the same way. I knew a sorceress once. He looks out into nowhere. But she seems to be a talented healer, if nothing else.
Sorceress indeed. And I've seen the look in those eyes before. Tarry not with such dalliances. These sorcerers are nothing but a waste of your time, believe me, and that's why I am from far away from here. Nothing but trouble. Stay away. But this lady of this house, she does have power, and we have found ourselves in the middle of her web.
Well,
But what?
as soon as I have my swords, we will cut that web and walk out of here.
Lead the way.
And
But,
Dryden is, stretching his arm in like a big arc, rotating his shoulder and his whole arm, stretching it out just to get, feeling and comfort and making sure everything's working and back to normal as he's, listening to the other two talk.
I may perhaps hear out this night. I am uncertain. He did provide aid to us, though one must raise the question of whether or not he is not the cause of our suffering to begin with.
Yes, well, he purchased his people. That's all I need to know about him. I would like my swords, my armor, and I would like to move on.
I would like to get back to my company.
so Craith's, was he kind of with his own probably kind of hired mercenary band maybe when he
Wait,
got
you were with Jude's band, right? So that's Walter Peck's guys. Yeah.
right? Yeah. So, I mean, I would tell them like, I know not what happened to my friends. They were not long friends, but loyal indeed. And now I find myself alone. If one of you
them's
would have
Morazzo.
me.
If you use that name, Dryden might know it. Just
Mhm.
hint.
It's been a day of funny happenings. Morazzo, I will throw the name out there into the wind. Have you heard it?
Remind me who he is.
That's Wanderer's guy, right? The guy that was turned into a dog. Oh, yeah, that's not the right Witcher. Sorry, he doesn't know. That you guys were
That's my
planning to
Witcher.
know each other? Yeah, it was your Witcher.
Yeah, so I don't know him.
Okay, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, about this time, the door does open, and it's the woman that first came in before, and she says, "Excuse me, my lords. I'm here to take you to your things and talk to the Lord."
Oh, they are very much gracious.
There is wine and food and clothes that she has them in her arms. She kind of sets them down on the chest that you may change into. You're basically in your small clothes currently, all of you.
Yeah, Dryden immediately walks over, sifts through the clothes to grab the, his. And
They're not yours. They're just random clothes.
He just kind of sifts through
Very.
the clothes, grabs what he wants off the top there, and starts dressing.
Wraith does the same and looks over his body and sees that there aren't any bad marks.
Yeah. She says, "When you're ready, follow me," and she leaves.
And Dryden looks at the other two, doesn't say a word, and just kind of motions with his head that he's going to follow her and just starts walking in her direction.
Yeah, Carthis will go after he gets dressed.
Okay.
Craith does the same.
Let's see. The healer leads you out into a small hallway that eventually opens into like a large common room, which looks like this. You see there seated at one of the tables is a man, dark of hair. It kind of looks similar to Sir Carthis, honestly, in mannerisms and just his general demeanor, from what you can tell from here. And Lady Silver is at his side, and the healer comes out and says, "My lord, here are our guests. They have been fully brought to health by Lady Silver, and this is Sir Luther Feldstein, also known as the Red Knight, hero of Brugge." And she takes a step back. The knight stands up and walks towards you and says, "Welcome to Brugge. I am saddened that you have come by the way that I have heard. Please, join me for a feast, some food, some wine, and some conversation, perhaps."
Dryden looks him up and down, looks around the room, looks over at Lady Silver, and then back to Sir Luther. "Where are my things? My armor, my weapons?"
Yes, your swords, your armor, all over there. Your armor, it's still being repaired, I believe, by my blacksmith, but the swords, they're there. And he points over to like this, and you see him kind of sitting there in their scabbards.
Yeah, Dryden doesn't even finish listening to him talk. As soon as he points, Dryden just walks over to grab his things.
Yeah, no one stops you.
Okay, and he, of course, puts his scabbards back on, puts a sling around his shoulders so that his swords are hanging off of his back again.
Well, would you join me?
Well, if I have to wait for my armor to be repaired, then I could use some food.
Well then.
I would not turn down food after the wagon trip that we had to Craith.
I have given my name. I would like to know yours all, so I can address you properly.
The Carthis Van Carden, and Carthis will offer a bow.
And Dryden, without even really looking at him, he's still looking around the hall. He's looking for exits, he's looking for doors, he's looking for other people. But he just kind of offhandedly just says, "Dryden."
Craith steps forward and meets Sir Luther's gaze and gives him a respectful nod. "Craith Everdale, at your service."
I am Sir Luther, as was introduced by my servant, and this is Lady Silver. She is a sorceress of the lodge, what is left of it at least, here to aid me in my rightful conquest of Brugge. Regardless, they are preparing the food. Wine is on the table. Come sit with me. I would talk to you of why you are here. And he looks to Dryden for that, knowing the other two. Well, actually, he says, were you all captured by these slavers?"
And Dryden, still looking around the room, and finally walks back over and sits down with the others. I'm just trying to move him. Sits down with the others, and he says, "No, I was no one's prisoner. I happened to be there when they rolled by. I attempted to free these two after seeing Sir Carthis. I have met him in the past, and I knew he should not be in that cage. No man should be in a cage, but Sir Carthis especially, someone of his skill, should not be in a cage. So I attempted to let them out. Obviously, you found us after we failed."
Yes. Well, I'm glad that we did.
"Yes, I'm glad you did as well."
Yes, it was a near thing. Our demise, or wherever we were headed after that. Dryden fought extremely well, as can be expected of a Witcher, but even so many gnats flying around, they can eventually make headway. He killed many, but a few lucky strikes. An unfortunate circumstance.
You speak too unkindly of yourself, Sir Carthis. Sir Luther, may I bear witness to Sir Carthis's acts of courage as well. He broke forth and fought like a tiger. It was one thing watching these two fight, believe me. It was 1 to 12, 1 to 24, 1 to 3 dozen, I tell you. Powerful warriors indeed.
Many of them must have fled then.
Many were
And
slain.
Craith spins a tale. Perhaps 8 men, 10, and
Luther's
there was
smiling. He says, do not worry. It is fine. I would ask, though, for you, Dryden, Master Witcher, why are you in Brugge? This place is a civil war. It is not a place to be for many unless you are looking for work, warring work.
And Dryden looks over. Is that fire going in the hearth over there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he looks over at that fire and he lets his eyes kind of just stare into the flames. "I'm looking for a friend, someone important to me, someone I have not seen in some time, who I lost many months ago. Her hair, color of those flames. A healer, not unlike your healer here. He is someone I have been searching for, and I happened to be in the area when I saw those carts go by with Sir Carthis and Craith."
Well, as penance for my part in this, which of course was not active, but on my behalf these men were taken and you were assaulted, I will help you if I may. Simply tell me who this person is and I will help you find them if it is in my power.
And can I see if he's...
Yeah, you can do a read person. You're probably really good
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah, I just actually I'm really bad at that, but
You might automatically fail. Hold on. You have a few flaws here. Hold on. Cultural
God.
naivete.
You're the worst.
Yes, you automatically fail.
yeah, I don't so I'm just completely help me find her. Why would you do such a thing? What would be in it for you?
As I
You
said,
you have done enough already, haven't you? You've healed us, you've given us our things, you've saved our lives. Why else would you look for someone you don't even know?
Forgive my Witcher friend. He is terse. He sleeps under bushes quite often, hedgerows, that sort of thing. He is just prone to skepticism, shall we say, but his questions are valid. He just tries to smooth it over a little bit.
yeah. He says, well, yes, I have healed you, and now I will feed you, and re-equip you as best I can, but that is only to come even in this situation, as I see it. I am a man of, would like to think, character, and I believe that is what the people of Bruges will see. And you seem like a lot that could use some help, and that you are here on no fault of your own. And since a thing was done to you, it is all I can do to give a little more than I took, if you will.
A little more than our lives, the breath in our lungs. You've given more than a little. What is it you need? What is it you need in return?
Well, this is a war, and I have enemies.
And there it is. And he looks over at Craith.
We all have enemies. I mean, some have more than others, but... Forgive me, Sir Luthor. I am from far away. And my past deeds do not follow me here, but I know not of this realm. Explain to me this conquest.
This kingdom, until 6 months ago, was ruled by Nilfgaard. They had taken the southern part of the north, as you know, and we were a part of them, under their thumb. A knight of these lands, landed knight, and I led the rebellion against them, while the other lords placated them and turned their coats against the people of Bruges. Now they wish to rule it. I say no. I say conspirators with Nilfgaard should be thrown down, and that is why I do what I do. But there are two other lords that fight for this place, Lord Valdemir von Verkus and Lord Carthis Elstrix. And Dryden, the first name, the Valdemir von Verkus, is the person who you remember very clearly. That's why you kept peeking in here. That is the guy who is having the wedding, which his daughter is supposedly marrying someone, and that's why you've come back.
Okay. His name's, what is it?
It's
Valda?
Valdemir. Let's see. I'll just paste it in because it's a weird Polish name. Valdemir. The two guys are. Oh, here we go. This is just easiest. I'm just gonna paste it in the chat.
Valdemir. Okay. Von Verkus. And I came back for his
So you
daughter.
Have been looking. I think. Hold on. Let me look at what I sent you. But I think the gist is that you knew that she was going back to Bruges at the time. You heard that she had went there, and you kept going back, like looking for her, right? And the latest you heard was that it was some newcomer with fiery red hair, curly red hair, was some royal wedding or something. Let's see what I said.
Oh, okay.
We talked about this a while ago, but it's
Yeah,
let's see. Yeah, that's the gist of it. I mean.
Yeah, so Dryden recognized the name. His eyes widen a little bit and looks over at Luther. He said, this Lord Valdemir von Verkus, what is it you know of him?
I know him well. He's a distant cousin. He is an older man, perhaps 60. He is powerful, rich. His estates are on the western part of Bruges. And he supposedly is marrying his daughter, which I had never known him to have one, to be quite frank, to a prince of Salden, which will grant him an alliance to, well, overmatch myself and the other lords. It is a precarious thing currently.
And this daughter, what is her name?
I'm not sure.
Ah,
She is tall, slender, red-headed. That is what they say.
I need to see her. I need to see her with my own eyes.
Well, the wedding. The wedding. That is where you could see her. Of course, they will never grant you entry.
I do not need their permission to take a look at her. I do not need permission for my eyes to see her.
They're closing off the town completely. No one in or out unless they're of noble Brugian birth.
And is that you?
It is. I could
And
go.
you
It would
and
be
you could
very
get an
dangerous for
invitation.
me. What did you say, Doc? Sorry.
I was saying, and could you get an invitation?
Yes, I have an invitation.
Well,
Well
wait,
then,
wait a moment, Dryden. Perhaps I do not know what rites or invocations perhaps a witcher could do, but you look for work, slaying monsters, creatures. Perhaps your presence there would be welcomed for that purpose, a potential ally for them. It could be a means for you to get in.
yes, that is an option as well. I can see the intelligence in that. I can also see the intelligence of just using an invitation and walking in. Either way works for me. Either way, I am going to look on the face of the red-haired woman and see if it is who I am looking for.
Hmm. I would be willing to help you in this endeavor. And if you do stop this wedding, more benefit for me.
Did you say stop this wedding?
Yes.
Did I miss something? Why is it you want to stop the wedding?
Because if Lord Valdemar marries his daughter to a prince of Salden, they will have an alliance with a great family, which they can bring more soldiers to bear against us.
It would
So
tilt the
Voldemar,
conflict in his favor.
yeah, Voldemar is a rival of Sir Luthor for the
Mhm.
crown of Bruges. He's
He's one of the
involved in this
three.
civil war. There's three of them,
Yeah.
and Lord Voldemar
Is it?
and Sir
Is it? He's the
Luthor.
middle one, right?
No, if you look at the he's on the far left, and
Okay. Okay.
Luthor is on the
Okay.
far right. So you have to get across
Got it. Got it.
Bruges.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
do we know anything about like rumors about these different lords or anything
You
like
can give a
that in
lore, and
Bruges?
I can give you more information.
oh yeah, my lord.
That's a fail.
Okay.
That's also a fail.
Mhm,
That's also a fail.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
you don't. You're not. You really don't know anything
You're so
about
so good.
Bruges. Yeah, you're not sure. You just know the landscape generally, like the map. You know that there's a civil war. That's about it.
Well,
Yeah,
the
so
only promise I can make to you, if you get us into that wedding, or get me into that wedding, if that is the woman I am looking for, that's who I have been searching for, there is nothing that can get me to allow that wedding to continue. It will be stopped.
Well, I hope it is her then. I have a way. I am known as the Red Knight because of the armor I wear. It is red. It's a beautiful work, but I have 2 sets, actually. I am willing to allow you to wear it and pose as myself.
And Dryden looks over at Carthis and Craith. Do you mean them? They will wear it.
Anyone who wishes to pose as me may.
I have armor.
I suppose I could be convinced, but before I would agree to help you, Sir Luther, I would ask you, you intend to take over this land, correct? Resolve the civil war and take control, bring peace.
I do.
What would your vision be for this land once you have taken it? I would not serve someone who I did not feel would bring about a better, lasting peace to this region.
Yes, if it is truth you wish, I will give it to you plainly. It is not my will to rule, to be quite frank. However, with the actions of the other lords of Brugge and how they were the lickspittles of the Emperor, it must be done. They are no better than Nilfgaard itself. No matter what they say, no matter what they did to save their hides, I was the one fighting. I was the one in rebellion. My men died. They sat fat in their keeps, their forts, and played a political game with the Nilfgaardians. I cannot accept this. They killed their own. They lent their armies to Nilfgaardian armies, killing other Nordlings and other Northerners. How could we allow such lords to rule here? Even some are my distant kin. And you can do a read person if you would like.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Difficulty.
That would be difficulty challenging.
Oh.
Goodness gracious, how do you have a -2? Oh, because of the, yeah. Yeah, those are both fails. Craith, you can try it too. You might be better at that, actually.
Dryden's not
was it
very
again?
good at reading people.
No, that's auto. I
You
think
make-
you auto
Turns
fail
out-
at all read person, actually.
And is it read person? It's under.
Yeah, read person, yeah. It's under empathy.
I think I'm coming down with something, man. This cannot be. I cannot do it. All right. No benefits or anything, right? Straight roll.
Right. What are you getting sick?
Yeah, I think I might be getting sick.
That's a success. Craith, you
Alright.
believe what he says.
He speaks the truth. Yeah, this man seems sincere.
Well, if that is the case, then I would like to help. I'd like to help make things easier wherever I go, Sir Luther. If my sword can come to your cause for this matter, will help you get a step closer to taking control of these lands again, bringing peace to these people, then I will help you. And I will help my friend, the Witcher here, to find this woman he seeks.
And Dryden kind of gives a little nod at that and then looks over at Luther. And I care not if you control these lands. I am looking for someone, and if you can help me do that, well, I will use your help then.
Very well. Craith?
Well, I, for one, will not speak so crassly as Dryden, but my aim is the same. I shall aid you, but my ethics might be different. Perhaps by aiding you, I could come into your service. I am far from home and seeking a new one. And you have proven your honesty, at least in this matter. And you have saved our lives. And Lady Silver, I will always be in your debt.
She smiles but doesn't give any other response. Sir Luther says, "Aye, well, we should plan your departure. It is best if you leave in the morn. Unfortunately, there is an entire other army in between us and Lord Valdemar, who would turn you back or capture you if you are caught. This brings a most dangerous situation for you, and I will leave it to you which way you go, but if you head straight across Bruges, then yes, as I said, Lord Elstrick is there, and he will not allow you passage unless you are able to find your way silently. If he does see my armor, then he will immediately attempt to capture me. The only other option is Brugge, and that requires no lore check. That is a very dangerous area. There is full of dryads and scoia'tael and elves. Bruges neighbors the forest. If you head that way, you might get through. Lord Elstrick will certainly not catch you, but scoia'tael and the other things of that cursed place, it is dangerous as well. But those are the only two ways from here.
And which way is the fastest?
Let's see, what's the map look like? I'm sure it's straight across, but where is Bruges? Yes, it is going due west, southwest. You could cut down and attempt to take the river, but this is all Lord Elstrick's domain. We could lead you as far as the front.
And
And I'll
Dryden
just
looks
switch
over
over
it.
the map so you can just kind of get a visual of it, you know?
Yeah.
So Bruges, if you look at, so you're in the town Bruges right now. You're like right here. So you could go south and down the river, right? He's actually here. Okay, this is where the wedding is, Bodrog. So you have to go that way. If you went up north to Brocklin, you could evade the center force here in Sybil and head around, skirt the Bruges and Brooklyn force, and then head down. So that choice is up to you.
Brocklin would be.
So Brocklin is
dryads and everything.
It's like where the dryads are, a bunch of elves.
Okay.
It's like the elvish kingdom, basically, that's in the middle of the north, which is, the racial tensions are horrendous, right, in this setting.
Right.
Dryden looks over at Sir Carthis and says, "Well, you are a man of war and tactics. We'll leave our route up to you."
And he rubs his chin and he looks. It would be better to evade our direct enemy. We would not want to confront him if we are going on this mission of subterfuge. I think that it is dangerous to cross paths with the elves, but if we are earnest in our intentions and we are forthright with them, I believe they will respect it. I have interacted with their people in the past, and they are intense, but they can be reasoned with. I think that traveling through Brooklyn would be our best bet.
Wait, where's Brooklyn again? Can you show me?
So if you, it's right above Bruges.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
that.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
it's right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So skirt the southern border of Brooklyn
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and then down
Yep.
to Bodrog.
Yep. So most of
Okay.
the first game, the first happened in Sidrus up here and Verdun down here, like these areas.
Okay. Well, I trust your experience, Sir Carthis. I think you speak wise words, and that is exactly where we should go.
And look at Craith. Any thoughts, Craith? Does that sit well with you? I think we should be
Nay,
prepared for a fight either way, but I think it is less likely that we find a fight going this way.
I agree. I don't think my body can be skewered again like that and live to tell the tale. We may not have another Lady Silver nearby, eh? But yes, the northern route seems the most likely to lead to success for me. And who am I to say nay to Sir Carthis the Brave?
Ah, you have given me an idea, Craith. Lady Silver will go with you. She will add prestige to your group and skills, and those that see her with, he looks at Sir Carthis, assuming he's going to don the armor, myself, perhaps they will believe it. She
Dryden looks over at
looks,
her.
yeah, she looks around like this is unexpected.
Is she his wife or just like
No, she's like the court
sorceress of the?
sorceress. Yeah, no, she's not
Okay,
his
got it.
wife.
Okay.
Yeah, Carthus will he is internally happy at the prospect, but he looks to Silver looking surprised. I imagine looks to back to Sir
Mm-hmm.
Luther. I we would appreciate that, but I would not. I would not ask you to put such a valuable member of your court at risk. We are perfectly willing to go at this, the three of us. Um, of course, we would welcome Lady Silver if she wished to come, but I do not wish to put undue stress on your court in this time of war. I would feel capable. Perhaps I shouldn't say it this way, but I would feel capable of impersonating you for this short time to make this mission happen.
Mm. He looks to Lady Silver and says, "It is her choice, of course." And she bows her head. "I would be happy to accompany them, my lord." "What if you get attacked by slavers again? Who will heal you this time?" She smiles.
I suppose
Dryden
we would
just
have to
shakes his
perform
head.
better, but we would welcome you nonetheless.
Well, then it is settled. You will leave on the morn. My forces will take you as far as we can and show you the path. I will have gear brought for you. Please just leave a list with my servants, and anything that I can provide, I will.
And Dryden stands up from the table, and he nods to Sir Carthis and Craith, looks over at Luther, and says, "Just make sure I have my armor repaired and ready for me in the morning." And he looks over at Lady Silver. "And you, witch, I will need my own room this time. I will not be sharing a room with these two. The flatulent one. I cannot. Not again. And draw me a bath." And then he goes to walk out.
He looks around a little surprised, Sir Luther does, and she says, "My lord has never met a witcher." She shakes her head. "They are all like this." Yeah, this is it. Unless you got something else to say.
I think Craith will just thank Sir Luther for his graciousness, and then kind of say, you know, yeah, just thanks him. I think he's going to outfit him, right? They're going to like get equipped and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, right.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Carthis wonders about his company, but other than that,
Yep. All right. 10 XP. I'm giving it to everybody right now. And then, what weapons and armor do you want? Let me know, and I'll give them to you. Sir Carthis, you're going to have a full plate. It's a little fancy, so it'll have some other benefits.
Oh, maybe we'll have some weapons and armor next fight we get
Yes,
in.
you will have some weapons and armor. So, I mean, this
And be able to use our other skills.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Yep, that's it.
That was a tough one.
That was the reason. It wouldn't be hard if we had
Oh,
all of our
yeah.
stuff.